Hi guys, my name is Mark Cedric B. Rotelo and I'm here and I'm conducting a survey about the LGBTQ community and I'm here with
Sir John Eric Fisaman. Hi guys, good afternoon.
what does your LGBTQIA identity mean to you personally and how has it shaped your experiences and worldview?
For me, the LGBTQIA plus identity, whatever you call it, for me, I associate it with confidence. Lahi ra jud ang bagag nawong sa usa ka kuan LGBT swear. Wala siya.
Thank you. Second question, how do you navigate or find support within your community, either online or offline, especially during challenges times?
I believe reaching out to people, especially if you're like part of the LGBTQIA plus, is just the same with normal people. So we usually, of course, I don't have like GCs for like this community, blah 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 community, but we always reach out to what we commonly do as
Not a group of friends or
yeah, I do have group of friends, straight, lucky, bayi, unsa pa na siya, allies. We normally we do what normal people do, especially when seeking help.
Third question, what are some common misconceptions or stereotypes about the LGBTQIA plus community that you'd like to dispel or address?
Okay, this is very sensitive. However, this needs to be talked about because usually LGBTQIA plus community is always associated with the case HIV or AIDS. They use it as an insult. They use it as a stereotype. Oh, bayot HIV, blah blah blah. So basically, HIV as a PE teacher also can be contacted by anyone regardless of gender, but mula gina due to the statistics nga daghan ang cases sa men-to-men nga HIV cases, that's why it is always associated to that. And I want to tell everyone nga ang HIV pwede na siya bisag kinsa, not just like the LGBTQIA plus people.
True. So that's a very nice answer. And
Period.
for have you encountered any particular challenges or barriers related to your LGBTQIA plus identity in your daily life, and how do you handle them?
Being called as a gay, sa una pa jud bata pa ko, ever since I was a child, it was used as an insult, and I believe nahimo na lang siyang cliche sa akong part. Dili siya para nako, of course maka-insulto man jud ingon kang bayot
Nahimo na
especially in
normal.
public. Umara na siya default na mo na ron. Like ingon ana na lang ba, because I personally grew up in a household nga dili homophobic. Yeah. So ay wala ko nagdako
Accept
nga.
nila.
Wala ko nagdako nga gi-point out nila nga bayot ka or what or gay ka or what. I did not grow up like that. So manang para nako when as time went by, as I grew up, as I became professional, studied different schools, para nako normal lang discrimination, tawang kag bayot, ambot na lang ug mabalaw ba sila kay ako nabalaw naman ko paminga. So I really don't, I'm not bothered.
Nahimo ng attitude na ganas tao.
Murag kung ano na siya init response or whatsoever. Bahala na sila.
So sa atong last nga question is, are there any significant moments or experiences related to your LGBTQIA identity that have been particularly empowering or impactful to you?
Yeah, when I became a teacher professionally, di ako nakaingon nga empowered day ko as part of the community, plus at the same time I can be a teacher who teaches values to people. Kaya I did not teach for you to be gay or to be part of the community. I teach values, I teach lessons in life. So that is how I view, or that is how I am being empowered, both part of the community and a person who also share inspiration to other people. So that's my experience. Period.
Thank you. So that's our again.
Thank you for having me. Not
thank you.
having me. Thank you for
your time and
interviewing me. Period.
period. And
Bye, Mom.
bye. Hi, my name is Mark Cedric V. Ravelo, and I'm going to conduct an interview about LGBTQIA plus identity and some misconceptions. And right now, I'm here with
You don't
Sir,
know my name.
or how should I address you, Miss?
Okay. Just call me Miss Ka.
Miska. So I'm here with Miska, and my first question is, what does your LGBTQIA plus identity mean to you personally, and how has it shaped your experiences and worldview?
Well, for me, my identity is basically my internal being. It means a lot to me. It's very personal because it is who I am as a person. And it has really shaped my worldview in terms of people's preferences. Like when I realized that this is who I am, I kind of also realized, and it has really increased my awareness that people do have different preferences. So, for example, if they want to wear this type of dress or whatever because that's their way of expressing themselves, then I have to respect that because I myself I have my own way of expressing my gender identity, and that's through, of course, my clothing or the colors that I want, whether it's too vibrant, too dull, or whatever. It has really shaped my own perception about the world because people do come from different walks of life and they have their own preferences, and it basically teaches me something that is to respect their preferences.
So next question is, how do you navigate or find support within your community, either online or offline, especially during challenges times?
Challenging times.
Challenging time.
What do you mean, like personal issues or societal
Um,
pressures?
Personal, something like that. Or
Okay. Well,
situation.
I basically have friends whom I really trust. So basically, if there's a problem that I encounter at work, be it about gender issues or just work problems, I just share it with them, and I just expect them to listen to me. And if I don't really expect them to side or to take side or to take my side, but basically, I just want to vent out and share what I'm feeling right now. And gladly, my friends are very supportive of me. They don't really judge me. They, show support by commenting on it. Like this is how should people should do instead of this or instead of what they have done. Okay, so basically, I share it with them, be it personal or online.
It's very nice that you have friends that will
Yes,
listen
I
to you
have friends.
personally. So my third question is, what are some common misconceptions or stereotypes about the LGBTQIA plus community that you'd like to dispel or address?
Well, first of all, I think the first misconception that people have is that they think that sex and gender are just the same. Sex has something to do with the biological
Biological.
makeup and identity of someone, okay, and it has something to do with the reproductive systems that they're assigned with after birth. But of course, we have gender, which is a social construct. And when you say social construct, it is shaped by the experiences of these members of the LGBTQIA who are in the non-binary spectrum, meaning to say those who do not belong to the traditional categories, such as the traditional man and woman or male and female categories. So that's one perception. When you say gender, there are so many non-binary members. Like for example, you have transsexual, you also have transgenders, you also have
Gay,
gay,
queer,
okay,
sexual,
lesbian, etc. So
intersex.
there are intersex. Of course, the intersex is a new thing that they need to learn about. So second is probably one misconception that I've noticed is that people think that these members of the LGBTQIA plus community are just into sex. It's not about sexual activity. In fact, there are many hetero out there who are really into that, and they're not necessarily considered before as homosexual. Homosexual is a traditional term, but just to use that. But it's not about that. Many people do that, not just the members of the LGBTQIA plus community. I mean, it's a normal sexual activity that everyone does, not just the members of the LGBTQA. Because whenever they identify someone as gay or lesbian, they're into sex. They're after for sex. No, it's not like that. So that's a very big misconception. And another misconception I noticed is that, which is very timely and relevant, is they think that the members of the LGBTQIA plus are seeking for special rights. No, we're not actually seeking for special rights. We just need people to acknowledge and recognize our identity based on the non-binary categories that we have, and they should respect us. It's just like if someone wants to be called as doctor or Mr. or Miss, it's the same thing as we want to be acknowledged and respected about. If this is what makes us comfortable in public, then I hope that people would instead, follow what or do what we wish to be identified as, because it's a basic human respect. It's basically like that. Like for example, if you want to wear yellow green and you identify yourself as a straight man, but it's your preference, then I have to respect. That's because I myself, even if I am very knowledgeable and informed about gender identity and expression, but if I have this stereotype that yellow, green, or pink is just for women, then you should not wear that. I would say that, hey, that's off because blah, blah, blah. But if you want that, then I have to respect that. So it's the same thing. Whatever I want for myself, you also have to respect it. If you want ice cream over coffee, then you should. I should respect that. Instead, like for example, you have what is the most. What's the best dessert for you? It's maja blanca, and for me, it's probably grahams or whatever. Then we have to debate about it because this is this. But if whatever you like, then that's what makes who you are, then this is what I want. Okay, it's a matter of choice
respecting
and
others' preferences.
yes, I think that's
So
it.
my next question is: have you encountered any particular challenges or barriers related to your community, your LGBTQIA plus identity in your daily life, and how do you handle them? So,
Oh, well, I have one main problem sometimes is that some people still call me, for example, sir, because they don't know, they're confused. They're
how
not
to
really
address you.
educated. Okay, they're not educated about pronouns because they thought that pronouns are not real. Um, Pronouns do not matter.
Oh.
Pronouns actually matter because in the English language, pronouns do identify the gender of that person. So it's very important that these people know what the exact or precise or accurate pronouns to be used when addressing someone who belongs to the non-binary spectrum, whether it's they, he, she, and people should respect that. That's one thing. And one thing is that many kind of go against that
Oh,
idea
yes,
that
yes.
I want to be called as Miss or Ska, or instead they don't like that idea, probably because they are framed within the template of the traditional category of who is to be called Mr. and Miss or Miss, and how you should behave in a certain workplace. That's why I'm telling you about the special interests, special rights earlier, because they thought that we want something that would make us, really better than the others who would have this special privilege. No, we just want equal protection, equal rights, and privilege. For example, in terms of work, in terms of education or public accommodation, because there are times that LGBTQIA members are not prioritized. They are ignored because of those misconceptions, and that's of course discrimination.
So, additional questions sa LGBTQIA plus nga, they want the equal rights. And I heard, I'm not so sure about this, but they want the SOGI bill. I don't know really about that. So, what can you say?
Well, it's also one of the misconceptions about the SOGI bill, because they thought that SOGI bill is just about protecting the members of the LGBTQIA plus, but it's actually protecting everybody to provide a safer space for everyone. For example, women. Women are traditionally required to wear skirts, and some workplaces or probably educational institutions would say that they should wear skirts, not pants. They should wear blouses or t-shirts instead of tuxedos. So it's one thing that would also help women to be protected and to be recognized, because if they want to wear tuxedo or whatever, something that falls under the male category kind of expression, then they can express themselves that way. They will not be discriminated and not in any way be probably suspended at work because they're going against that particular policy in their own workplaces or schools. Because of SOGI bill, everybody will be protected.
So my last question is: are there any significant moments or experiences related to your LGBTQIA plus identity that have been particularly empowering or impactful?
Well, I think many people online and in person know that I'm very vocal. So every time I speak up about my own experiences, I feel that's very empowering. And I feel that people support me because they, for example, online, they give me reactions. That means they are with me in that particular sense of meaning. They get what I mean. So whenever people receive the kind of message that I want to send them really well, then that means I am in the right track, and I'm not just someone who is, bluffing online, who is just, making things more complicated, but in a way that I am asking and I am raising the right questions and I am raising right concerns that people should pay attention to.
Okay, thank you for your time, Miss Ka.
I hope I answered your questions.
Yes.
And I've learned something today.
Wonderful answers. And so that's the end of my interview. And again, my name is Mark Cedric B. Ravelo. And thank you and have a wonderful day.